In a land where the sun kissed the earth with golden rays, nestled within the heart of Africa, there lay a village called Odomo. The people of Odomo were known for their strength, their unity, and their unwavering devotion to the great idol, Mbala. Carved from an ancient tree, Mbala was believed to possess the spirit of the ancestors, the protector of the village, and the source of all blessings. For generations, the villagers worshipped Mbala. Every morning, they offered fruits, animals, and dances to the idol, seeking protection from the spirits of the wild and blessings for their harvest. Mbala's power was undisputed. No one dared to question its authority. But one fateful day, a group of travelers appeared at the edge of the village. They were strangers, with robes of white and faces that glowed with kindness. They spoke of a different power, a power not bound in wood or stone, but one that resided in the hearts of men and women. These were the Muslims, and they had come with a message of peace, love, and a faith called Islam. The village elders were curious, though wary. They invited the strangers to speak before the council, under the watchful eyes of Mbala. The leader of the travelers, a wise and gentle man named Idris, spoke of one God, the creator of all things. He told stories of the prophets, men who had walked the earth with messages of guidance and mercy. Idris explained that Islam taught the worship of the Creator alone, without intermediaries, and that all people were equal before him. The villagers listened with interest, but also with skepticism. Mbala had been their guardian for as long as they could remember. How could something carved by their own ancestors not hold power? Idris, sensing their doubt, asked for permission to stay in the village and learn their ways. The elders agreed, and so the Muslims remained in Odomo, living peacefully among the people. They helped in the fields, shared their food, and treated the sick with remedies they had brought from distant lands. Slowly, the villagers began to see the wisdom in their words and the sincerity in their actions. One day, a severe drought struck Odomo. The fields dried up, and the rivers shrank to mere trickles. The villagers, desperate and fearful, offered more sacrifices to Mbala, but the rain did not come. In their despair, they turned to Idris and his companions, asking if their god could save the village. Idris gathered the villagers in the central square and led them in prayer. He raised his hands to the sky and spoke in a language unfamiliar to them, but the sincerity in his voice was unmistakable. He asked Allah, the most merciful, to bring rain to the parched land of Odomo. The sky, once clear and unyielding, began to darken. Clouds gathered, and within moments, the heavens opened. Rain poured down in torrents, soaking the earth and filling the rivers. The villagers were astonished. They danced in the rain, their hearts filled with joy and wonder. That night, the elders gathered around the fire, discussing the events of the day. They could no longer deny the power they had witnessed. The great idol, Mbala, had not answered their prayers, but the God of the Muslims had. The villagers were faced with a choice: to cling to the old ways or to embrace this new faith that had brought them hope in their darkest hour. The next morning, the entire village gathered before Mbala. The chief elder, a man of great wisdom named Kwame, stepped forward. "Mbala," he said, "you have served us for generations, but today we have seen a greater power, one that does not reside in wood or stone, but in the hearts of those who believe." With that, Kwame took a deep breath and, with the strength of his years, pushed Mbala from its pedestal. The idol fell to the ground, and the villagers watched as it shattered into pieces. There was a moment of silence. Then Kwame turned to Idris and said, "Teach us more about your God." From that day forward, Odomo was transformed. The villagers learned the ways of Islam, embracing its teachings of compassion, justice, and unity. The mosque replaced the shrine of Mbala, and the call to prayer echoed through the valley, a reminder of the day when the hearts of Odomo opened to a new faith. The village thrived, not just in crops and cattle, but in the spirit of its people. They had found a new protector, one that did not demand sacrifices of fruit or blood, but only the sincere devotion of their hearts. And so, the greatest idol of Odomo fell, not through violence or force, but through the gentle power of truth and the unwavering light of faith.